What's going on, guys? Josh Brown back with another video, and we are officially under 20 weeks out from my pro card. I'm manifesting it. I'm speaking it into existence. We are less than 20 weeks out, which means we've got about, less than 2 months until we start prep. You know what I mean? Time is flying by. It is already August. It is already August, guys. Like September, October, November. We're about 4 months away from my next show, and things are going really well for me, workout wise and everything like that. So got a good video planned for you guys today. I'm about to head to the gym right now and hit some shoulders and arms, and then I've got my boy Chae coming into town, and me and him are gonna sit down and have a little chit chat about some things. He's got this great podcast on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you can find a podcast, really. It's called ColeTherapy, the ColeTherapy Podcast. I've been a guest on it, as I've said in previous videos, but he'll be in town today for a little bit, so you guys get to meet him, all that kind of stuff. But I've got a solid day of content planned for you guys today, and hopefully the camera doesn't die and nothing stupid happens like it always does. But I've got my pre-workout right here. But yeah, we're gonna head to the gym now and get started. Enjoy the video.
People get a lot worse from the burn, from what I've heard. Like worse symptoms,
quick little workout there. I only did a few movements, about 45 minutes. Today is technically a rest day. I've got deadlifts and back tomorrow, so I did not hit any rear delts. I did chest yesterday, so I didn't hit any of my front delts. I did shoulder press, a bunch of lateral raises, and some triceps. Tomorrow we're gonna do back and some biceps. But that was you know, the workout. I got a few movements recorded for you guys. But right now we're about to head home. Chow down on meal number 2. It's about 1:20 right now. Chow down on meal number 2, and then my boy Chae is in town, so we're gonna hook up with him and kind of talk about, you know, being happy within yourself in a sense, as well as some other things. So that's gonna be really the main part of today's video. So hope you guys are enjoying the video thus far. Don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment down below, other things you guys want to see. Like I said in previous videos, I'm trying to just get content out there. I gotta be more accountable on myself of picking this camera up and actually taking it places. But subscribe if you're not already, share, and make sure you get notified for when I do drop future videos so you never miss one. So I'm gonna head home now, and I will see you guys in a few.
How you doing, bro?
I just be smacking it. Alright. Alright, what's up guys? So I'm back. I got my boy Chae Cole with me of the ColeTherapy Podcast. Go ahead and introduce yourself before we dive in.
You kind of did, bro. You was like, Chae
Who
Cole.
are you? Who are you?
What do you mean, who am I? You know what I mean? Nah, bro, I'm kidding. I'm Chae Cole. You know, I met this guy back in 2014. You know what I mean? But I'm just Chae, man. That's my introduction. I'm just Chae.
What do you do?
What do you mean what I do?
Shout out the podcast, man.
Man, I got a podcast. It's called the ColeTherapy Podcast. Streaming everywhere that you can find a podcast. This guy was on there back in January. So, yeah, man. Excited to chat with you and be on the channel, man. It's my guy for real.
We go way back. I taught him everything on the court. I taught him everything. We were both RAs. I taught him everything about that. Now I'm gonna try and get him right in the gym, you know. All that kind of stuff, you know. I'm an all-around mentor. You know, I do it all. But so I've been putting off this video for ever since I ended my first show back in May. I've been meaning to do a video like this, so I put up on Instagram a few months back. Asked me questions about prep, asked me questions about life in general and stuff like that. And a lot of the questions I got were about bodybuilding and relationships and just being happy within yourself, or how do I find happiness, how does someone else find happiness.
You all that, bro?
Yeah, man, they was getting deep. I got like 30 questions, bro.
30 questions?
Not all about that, but yeah. Not all about that. It was like 10 like that. But I got like 30 questions, and I have not answered a single one, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna get to it.
Come on, man, you gotta be more consistent.
I know.
Consistency is key, bro.
That's why we're here.
Okay.
That's why we're here.
Cool.
So, first off, shout out to Chae for us actually getting this video together. He hit me up earlier this week and was like, yo, you ready to do this YouTube video? And we've been talking about it forever. And I was like, yeah, sure. He pulled up on me. But yeah, so first things first, I'm gonna let Chae take the reins of it. To start out, I'm gonna ask him a few questions, and then I'm gonna kind of actually answer the questions that you guys asked, that I remember, and kind of tell you guys my experience. First off, for everyone watching, Chae, are you in a relationship currently?
I'm not, man. I'm still. What are you looking like that for? I'm single. You know what I mean? It's just been me. You know what I mean?
So
Cool.
a lot of people, or a few of the questions that I got asked were basically asking, like, you know, when you get lonely or when you're alone, how do you get yourself out of thoughts of feeling lonely, so to speak? Like, because all of us, you know, when we're alone, we have our times where we feel lonely, and you know, we get down on ourselves. A lot of questions were, what do you do in those times when you start to feel lonely?
Yeah, I think I didn't mean to kick the camera. I'm sorry, y'all. But I think one of the biggest things that you can do is replace those thoughts. You know what I mean? So anytime you can recognize those feelings or those thoughts of, I'm lonely, ain't nobody here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, replace those thoughts with something good. Replace those thoughts with something positive. whether it be, hitting up a friend, hitting up someone, let's go do something, or even just by yourself, go do something, get out the house. I'm an introvert, by the way, so that's kind of hard for me to do, but
We both are.
I like to replace those thoughts, man, or do something that I enjoy. Go back to a place where I was happy, do something that brings me joy, whether it be going to hoop or, doing a podcast episode, something to get my mind off of the thoughts that I'm feeling right now. What about you, man?
So, in the same sense, all I do is I go work out. You know what I mean?
You got therapy right there.
Yeah.
Man.
The gym's been my therapy, and then obviously when I was working in a big box gym, I had my coworkers.
Yeah.
So I was constantly distracted. But let's say it's a day where I've already worked out, or it's a rest day. Now I'm by myself. I train on my own. I don't work in a big box gym.
Yeah.
Pretty much what I've kind of started doing is just kind of sitting in that thought for a second and telling myself it's okay to feel that way for that second, all right, for that moment, just kind of sitting with it, figuring out where I feel it, or like why I'm feeling it, what I'm thinking about, stuff like that, and just sitting with those thoughts and letting myself know that it's cool to feel like this for a minute.
Yeah.
Don't be ashamed, because for me a lot of times when I would, especially during my last prep, when I would get those lonely feelings, I would tell myself, you soft, like why are you feeling like this, so
yeah,
just not getting down on myself.
That's a good point, though, that it is okay to feel what you feel, because you're gonna feel what you feel.
Yeah.
So, but once you recognize it, sit in for a moment, and then, just don't dwell on it too long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's good that you have that outlet in working out, and even when you don't have, you got Marvel. Who
I got my puppy. Yeah, I got my puppy. He's the reason I started putting Marvel on it too.
Yeah, man.
This boy hit me
Tell
up.
him y'all want more Marvel. Drop it in the comments.
So, another question that was kind of popular in the few questions that I did get about, pretty much loneliness or like, depression and stuff like that, anxiety and stuff like that. And majority of my audience that's gonna watch is watching for the fitness aspect of it. But let's say, especially for a video like this, someone that doesn't work out, or working out isn't their escape. Per se, maybe it's just something they do, but it's not like their escape. Like you, for example, you wouldn't go to work out if you're feeling,
Don't sleep on me,
You know what I mean? Like that's not, like for me, it's just like that's me. That's what I gotta go do. But for someone that isn't, working out isn't something that's actually like pleasurable for them or enjoyable for them. What advice do you have for them if they are feeling like they're dwelling on that that feeling for a bit and they can't seem to get out of it?
I think it's, for you, working out started as a hobby, right? And then it turned into pretty much a lifestyle for you, career, occupation, what you do. But I think it's a place that brings you joy, right? So kind of like I said in the other question, not sure how you're gonna play this, but the other question, finding that hobby, that thing that brings you joy, getting back to that place. I think that's the most important piece of it is I try to think of like what made me happy as a kid, like getting back to that place. Like if you can get back to a place where you understand like this makes me happy, this makes me this brings me joy, this takes me out of this space of dwelling on something that's going on that may be negative or not healthy at this moment in time. So like I said, for me, for the longest it was basketball, but when basketball kind of got taken away from me a little bit, I shifted to like listening to music or making music or making a podcast or whatever it is that brings you, reading a book. It could be anything, whatever like I try to find different hobbies. Like I've started like just going for a walk even, and like taking pictures of things that I see around me, just to one, get out of the environment that I'm in that has kind of, in a sense, it's aiding in me thinking, right? Because I'm in my room or in my apartment, and like that's where the thought came. And so now that I'm in this environment, it's like the thought doesn't escape because I'm in this same environment. So stepping out of that environment, sometimes it'll help you. That's just my opinion.
So for y'all that don't know, Chae neglected to say this, but he's a hooper. He's a rapper.
No, I'm not a rapper. I'm definitely not a rapper. That was an old hobby. You know what I mean?
He got his own podcast. All right, and he's a scholar. But he's humble. That's why he didn't mention none of that. He's a rapper, y'all. His stuff isn't available anywhere. He took it down, but
you're a fool, dude.
But
I'm sure you got some insight to bring too. Like, what would you do on those days that you've already worked out? What are your escapes?
Those are the days that are usually the toughest.
Yeah.
Because I'm still trying to find an escape. But I mean, going on walks, especially with my puppy, just getting her out too, and just I've started walking around this neighborhood, walking onto the busy street, all that kind of stuff. But just walking around the city, the six, you know what I'm saying?
The real six.
Yeah. But yeah, going on walks. So like, my apartment's very dark. Most of the time we keep the blinds closed. So if I do get trapped into like that thought, with it being so dark in there, it makes it a little bit worse. And then I watch a lot of movies. I'm kind of in between books. I read a little bit. I dabble in the scholarly verse. You know what I'm saying?
You're a scholar too, bro. You're educated.
I'm educated. I dabble into reading a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you used to be an English major. Like, come on, bro.
I dabble here and there. You know what I'm saying? But
okay, man.
I watch a lot of movies. Hit up friends. I'm like how would you say, like an introvert, but also
you're a social butterfly at times.
Yeah. So sometimes my escape is just being around other people, which sometimes isn't the healthiest because it's more of a distraction. But yeah.
My bad, bro.
He used to play soccer, you know what I'm saying? He does MMA now too, so he's working on his kick. He does it all. You think about it, he can do it. He can grill. We got grills back here. He's gonna whip up some food after this.
Chef Chae.
He does it all here. So in general,
I have to switch the questions up, man.
In general,
you can answer the questions. These are your people.
I will answer the question how it's asked, but for Chae, all right, because we need the ColeTherapy wisdom. That's the point of this episode. This is episode 7 of Applying Pressure, I believe.
Applying Pressure.
So overall, man, what motivates you to get up and get going every single day?
Dang, man. This is back-to-back tough questions. Like, and you didn't want to share the questions with me beforehand. So, okay. So what motivates me? But, you know, I think I was fully prepared because somebody asked me this question, whether you know it or not. Well, you don't know it. I just share it with you.
Now I know. We all know it.
But somebody asked me a similar question. It wasn't exactly that question.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for me, it really turned into, wanting to provide for my family, my future family, knowing the goals that I have, what I want to accomplish, the things I want to achieve. And I know that, you know, I have to give it my all, right? I have to move different. You know what I mean? I've been saying that. I said that on a Bible study I was on yesterday. I have to move different. I have to move a little bit different. And I understand that it's gonna take. I wasn't blessed, you know, to be in $1 million family or whatever. It was the opposite, you know. So for me, I know I have to move a little different. I have to work a little different. I have to grind a little different. Nobody expected me. Like, if you look at statistics, would tell you I'm not supposed to be where I'm at today. And so knowing that, and then also knowing, you know, who I want to be, what I want to accomplish, that really what motivates me each and every day. What about you, man?
So the actual question, what motivates you to work out every single day? But I'm gonna answer what motivates.
I can answer that too, man. I've been in the gym a little bit. You know what I mean?
What motivates you to work out every single day?
Every single day. So I don't work out every single day. You know, I try to take like 2 days off, but I be in there 5 days a week now. So holla at your boy. You might not can tell. I can tell.
Sorry, we can only see the neck up.
You know what I'm saying? So what motivates me is just trying to stay healthy. You know what I mean? There was a moment in time where I was very sedentary, and like I could feel myself breathing hard, and I was like, especially like when you used to be an athlete too, it's like, nah, bro, you gotta do something. But also, you know, I understand I'm getting a little older. I know I'm still young, but I'm getting older, and
I ain't trying to get bit by that.
yeah.
You from the country, y'all know how to kill these things. We're gonna let them live.
Why
We're
you
gonna
say
let them live.
that? I just called you dead. You said you're from the country. You know how to kill these things. But you know, what motivates me to work out is just you know, I'm trying to look like my guy here. He turned to the incredible. He didn't always look like this, y'all. He didn't always look like this. He was bigger than me still, but you know, he didn't always look like this. I told him he's the Incredible Hulk right now, so I'm trying to get like half of that maybe. So we'll see. But you know, the crazy thing is, y'all, he promotes, you know, his clientele. He's opened up his books, but I've been trying to reach out for like over a year to become a client, and I have yet to receive a consultation. I have yet to receive anything. Now, that's no knock on his customer service. Please, if you need a consultation, if you need someone to work with, this is your guy. He's just got some beef going on with me. I don't know what it is.
He ain't
it must
passed
be
me
a
the ball
light
in the
skin
intramural
thing.
championship, guys. I'm not gonna lie. They gave me the toughest guard. I didn't get the ball much on offense after I hit a game winner earlier in the season, and it's just kind of stuck with me a little bit.
Light skinned people, man.
Hey, we was the Swish Bros, and he ain't want to give me the ball when I was wide open, and then they made me guard the toughest guy, and I think he had like 20 on me in the championship.
So he won't doing his job, but he wants the ball.
I was guarding. Look, intramural basketball, I'm sorry, Coach Ned, if you watch this, but intramural basketball was the same time as lacrosse season. I wasn't supposed to be playing intramural basketball, but I did. After practice, I showed up, and I did my stuff. All right? The championship game was after a really tough practice. I play defense in lacrosse. I show up to play basketball, you know, to get a couple shots up. They got me playing more defense. My hips.
Is there a question on communication in here? Because my point is, you didn't communicate that to your team. And so
y'all knew I came out of practice.
Communication may be an issue or an area of opportunity for you to grow in.
They knew I came out of practice, all right? And then he going to go coach a team the next season and get a ring.
Hey, I got my ring. So, shoot, I got my ring.
He joined an already winning team, and he's like, I'm going to just coach.
Bro, they lost every game in the regular season. We lost every game in the regular season. We beat the number one team, and we won championships, okay? I'm GM of the year, right? What's the guy in Toronto? Before him, it was me.
I don't know his name.
It was me. Your jury, something like that. I'm sorry I messed his name up. But before it was him, it was me.
Anyways,
Just saying.
My motivation, all right? One, I want to look good for my clients. I want my clients to know that I practice what I preach. So that motivates me to work out and like do my job every single day, study up on material, all that kind of stuff. Second, overall, I want to be healthy. Like I've said in previous videos on my Instagram and probably earlier today, I ballooned up to like 227, 230 over quarantine. And, you know, my playing weight in college was 185. I didn't hit 200 until October 2019. And even then, you know, I was still moving around and athletic, but I didn't have the muscle I have now. And so I got up to like 230, and that's just off of, you know, eating the same way I was eating when I was moving around working every day, and, you know, becoming complacent and content in where life had me at that point in time, and not changing any habits, not trying to, you know, just being comfortable. I got comfortable, and so I ballooned up to 230. And like you said, I couldn't go up a flight of stairs. You know, I couldn't run. You know, I'd still go play basketball, and I couldn't run around like I thought I should have. I dang sure couldn't go play lacrosse if I wanted to, and I was just uncomfortable and felt sluggish all the time and tired. And so that motivated me as well. Got me down to my stage weight, which was 182. I'm back up at 200 right now, but I feel a lot better at this 200 than I did at the last 200. And then, you know, my followers motivate me as well, because I want to make sure I put out, when I do put out content, I want to make sure it's solid content.
He ain't consistent, is he?
I haven't been consistent. I'm working on it. I haven't posted on Instagram in about 2 weeks, like an actual post. But I'm consistent with my stories. Guys, follow me on Snapchat. I'll post on there. But even if it's something as small as like 20 views on a YouTube video, like knowing 20 different people are watching my video, is it like that? Is it 20 different people, or someone could watch it 20 times?
I don't work at YouTube. So
Even if it's one person watching 20 times, man, I appreciate y'all. And that right there motivates me. So when I do put out content, I want to make sure it's good content. Like my Texas videos, I think, and y'all can go back and watch those. I think that those are the best videos I've ever put out. And in those videos, you could see, it was me, Seth, Raz. You could just see the happiness and the passion that all three of us have for fitness in those 3 videos. They were technically on vacation, and I was there on business because I had my show or whatever, but they supported me. They didn't eat off plan while I wasn't eating off my plan. We all cooked in the house. We didn't eat out until after my show, and so I appreciate them for that, and just being great friends. But you could actually see the happiness when I look back and I watch those videos, because even though I edit the videos, I record the videos, I spend so much time on the videos when I make the videos. I go back and I actually watch them. So really, if it says 20 views, it's 19, because I get a view to it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So that's what motivates me. And then, like you said, wanting to be able to support a future family, because I do want a family in the future. I'm 25. I'm gonna be 30 soon.
You got time, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be 35 soon. You know what I'm saying?
Then
I'll
got
be
questions
40.
about this later. I've been trying to talk to him, but he don't listen to me.
Alright, during that last cut, he just killed 2 ants. So I told y'all he knew what he was doing. I got ant blood all over this now. Did you kill that second one?
Yeah.
See? He said it with confidence too. As he was making sure it was there, he stomped on it twice. The ant was like this big. Not even that big. And he stomped on it twice when I asked. Y'all saw the camera shake. Alright, so last question that I have for Chae. I'm sure Chae has some questions or some insight after this to give to you guys. I'm not putting him on the spot or nothing.
Yeah, but we're on camera. Not putting me on the spot or anything.
No pressure. He always comes prepared for something, whether he knows what he has or not. I know how he works. I listen to the podcast.
Questions I got, you don't want to answer on camera.
I know how his mind works. I listen to the podcast. He don't even write notes for his podcast no more, guys.
I told you that?
You said it in an episode, I think, or you might have told me when you called me.
Dang, did I say that?
I think so.
Oh well.
He did. And one of his. See, I listen. That's proof right there. He don't even know.
I watch your videos too, man.
See, he's one of the 20.
I drop a like and a comment.
He
every
comments
time.
on all of them, all about Marvel.
Yep. She's super. She deserves her own channel. Put that in the comments.
That's a good idea. I could monetize Marvel.
Marvel gonna blow up before you.
I can monetize Marvel. That's what parents be doing to their kids, though.
Hey,
let's get Marvel in a commercial.
Karina? Is that
Karina? I want her in the Rachel Ray. She eats Rachel Ray's food. Rachel Ray.
Oh, she bougie.
Hit me up. She eats your food.
Marvel bougie.
But all right, last question that I had for Chae, or that I wanted Chae to answer, is how do you set goals in life?
Why you hit me with that? Dang, man. Couldn't just be a regular goal, you know what I mean?
We gotta dive in deep.
Y'all heard that, right? I know I ain't tripping. He was like, how do you set goals in life? That took that to a whole nother level. But I set goals. I'm a planner, and that, I don't physically use a planner, but I keep it all up here.
He said that in his last episode.
I did. I remember that.
Yeah.
I keep everything in my head, so I don't condone that. I don't advise you to do that. Listen to the episode so you understand why. But I like to plan things out, right? And whenever I have a goal, it's it's like I'm always thinking of, I don't think of just the end goal. I think of, okay, what do I need to do to get there along the way, right? So I don't, because a lot of times we get caught up on the goal and not the process. And so I try to think of like, what many milestones do I need to get to in order to get there, right? So if you want to be debt free, it's, you know, I got to pay off this amount before I can pay this amount, or whatever it is, whatever the goal is in life, if you will. And depending on the situation, or depending on what that goal is, it's like baby steps, right? And just stay focused on committing to that goal. And once I set a goal, and once I say or think to myself, right, like, this is what I want to do, this is the goal that I have, apply pressure, right? Apply pressure to achieve that goal. What about you, man?
Apply pressure. I like that. You slid that in. That was smooth. Apply pressure. That's the name of the series if you didn't catch the title. But for me, I'm pretty sure I said this when I came up on your podcast. For me, the way, similar to what you said, the way I set goals is, you know, you have this overall big goal, and it's the same thing I do with my clients and stuff too. We have this overall goal that we want to achieve. Like for me, I want my pro card in December. What do I need to do to get my pro card in December?
Yeah.
Because I can look at, you know, the pro cards coming in December, but if I'm not working out, you know, every single day, like it's going to be my last workout before the show, I'm not going to get that pro card. If I'm not, you know, once prep starts again, if I'm missing meals and not eating on my plan that my coach gives me, I'm not going to get that pro card. So I have my goal, and I have, you know, my small steps or stepping stones to get to that goal. And if I miss a step, I know I'm gonna slip and I'm gonna fall back down, and you know, we're starting all over.
Yeah.
So just making sure I never miss a step, making sure, you know, for me, I'm being very specific about a goal right now, but it goes hand in hand with any goal that you set. You know, don't leave any stone unturned. If you're really serious about...
That was deep. That was deep. You might have to play that back, rewind something.
But if you're not serious about whatever goal you set, you're never gonna reach that goal. You know what I mean? You gotta attack that goal. That's why the name of this series, from now until I get my pro card, is applying pressure.
Man, that's a long time to be applying some pressure.
You gotta apply pressure until December 4th.
Pressure made diamonds. Also bust pipes.
Hopefully we don't bust no pipes.
Depends on which pipes you busting, right?
Hopefully we don't bust no pipes. But yeah, we kind of answered the question very similarly in two different lights. So he gave you the life answer. That's why I added that in life. And I gave
deep,
a more specific answer, but it also goes hand in hand with life. So all my fitness heads out there, you know, if you want to compete in a show, you've never done a show before, don't make any mistakes. All right, just put your head down, have tunnel vision, and go after that goal. But don't push people away when you do that.
We gonna follow back on that one.
Those are all the questions I had from my boy Chae. I'm gonna link down below. All right, so scroll down if you're on a computer, or I guess scroll down if you're on your phone or your iPad. But I'm gonna link below ColeTherapy Podcast. It's available on any platform that you can listen to a podcast.
Pretty much.
I'll link the Spotify, the Apple Music. What's another one?
Amazon, Pandora, iHeartRadio, everything.
See, I'm gonna link the three major ones. All right, if you got iHeartRadio, you know how to search it. I don't have an iHeartRadio. I listen on Apple Podcasts.
Easiest way.
I also, you know, his sponsor is
Google
Anchor.
Podcast too. Yeah.
See, I'll link Google, I'll link Apple, I'll link Spotify, and Amazon. I'll link 4 of them, and I'll link his website as well. The blog.
Yeah.
It's a website, or
updated in a long time.
I'm gonna link his IG.
I haven't been consistent there. I have to be honest.
He's consistent with the podcast. That's all that matters. He's 64 episodes in.
That's a lot.
And we only 7.
That's a lot. Every week since January.
See, since the second week in January.
That's true.
I was supposed to be on the first week, but I was on the second. That's how I know. I was excited. I was telling everybody. And then it got delayed, and I was like, all right, guys, you got to wait 7 days.
I pulled that Drake, you know what I mean? Well, I didn't, not as bad as Drake, but I mean, I had to push it back a week.
If you know, you know. Drake, if you're watching this, Aubrey, we need the album.
You can send it to me first.
We're on a first name basis. Me and Aubrey. But I'm gonna give a couple minutes to Chae, see if he has any insight for you guys. No pressure. Any insight for you guys or any questions for me?
Insight like what?
In general, anything you thought of, or if you want to double down on any other questions, or if you got questions for me.
Let's talk about. I got a couple questions for you. Why you make that face? Are you nervous? You nervous? We're not gonna go.
I'm thirsty.
Are you now? Are you now? It's an inside joke. Just don't dig too deep into there. Let's talk about some setbacks, right?
Setbacks.
Did you encounter any setbacks, and how did you overcome those setbacks? I think you talked about it in what kind of what motivates you a little bit, or the goal planning. Missing that step. But if you had any setbacks during this time and how you overcame that.
So, if we're gonna talk bodybuilding and prep, there were a lot of setbacks before my first show in May. Obviously, there was the big one, and then there was a period of time where I was missing meals, I was missing cardio. What
was the big one?
The breakup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. I didn't know.
So there was my breakup, and then after that there was like a couple weeks, it's probably like a month, where I was, not hungry. I was missing meals, I was missing not having the best workouts, not sleeping, the typical stuff that you deal with when you go through, stuff like that. But those setbacks, I don't think I overcame until after I stepped on stage in May, saw my physique, and was not happy with the way I was looking.
Wow.
And knowing that I had another show 4 weeks later, 28 days later, I think it really helped me. I needed those setbacks because it really helped me double down and understand what I needed to do in order to bring a package that I wanted to bring onto stage.
That's good.
That's how I tie it into bodybuilding. Into life, it's kind of the same thing. Sometimes we need to be humbled a little bit, in a sense, to kind of realize, in order to reach this goal, this is what it's going to take. And sometimes we see this goal, and we're like, yeah, that's going to be a breeze. We're going to do it. We just need to do this. And then we do this, but we forget to do this.
You got to rewind to make sure you catch what you said.
What about you, man? How do you handle setbacks?
Well, one, they're going to happen. And the thing about me is like I talk about that plan, or being a planner. You don't account for those setbacks whenever you're doing those things, right? And a lot of the goals and a lot of the planning that I do for my goals, I have to follow it to a T in order to get there. It's like I can't have any hiccups anywhere. It's got to work. But I think like one of the things that kind of helped me, especially like in an academic sense, because nobody wants to fail. I never failed a class, but a test or anything like that. One thing I had to do was just shift my mindset. Was like, and just be okay with, okay, I didn't do good on this test, right? I didn't do good, but did I put my best effort into it? Did I do what I needed to do? And if the answer is yes, then I know, okay, what can I do for the next opportunity, for the next test, or the next opportunity if it's in life, right? Whether it be a job offer. I remember getting turned down for a job that I thought I had my senior year, and then I was down about it because I was like, man, I got this. I think I shared the story on the podcast before, but I just knew I was going to get this opportunity, right? And it didn't come through. But there was a period of time where I was down on myself upset about not getting that opportunity. But I quickly, after some conversations with, some mentors, some people, I had to shift my mindset to say, you know what, let me just focus on being the best me, finishing out, still apply to other places or whatever the case may be. And it worked out, right? The opportunity that I got rejected for, the interview process for the place that I would end up working at, it was the exact same. So it was like preparation almost. So I had to shift my mindset to say, okay, that had to happen so I could be prepared for this. And it's all about perspective, right? And just how you view what is going on in your life.
True.
And if you can shift your perspective to say, you know what, it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. It didn't work out how I envisioned it. But if I'm doing the best that I can, or if I put my best effort in, I'm okay with the results. But I know I got to work just as hard, or if not harder, right? It wasn't good enough for this time, so I know what to do next time. That's my advice.
I want to piggyback on something that he said that's going to get overlooked. He said he was down and talked to a few mentors. I think everyone, no matter what aspect of your life that you're in or that you have right now, where you are in your life, everyone needs a mentor of some sort. Professionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, everyone needs a mentor. I have, a mental mentor, and I have my bodybuilding coach, a physical mentor. And not saying that you can't go at these things alone, but it sure makes the journey a little bit more enjoyable on those tough days if you have someone that you can say, hey, this is what I'm going through right now, and they can sit there and empathize with you and say, hey, this happens, but we need to refocus, and we need to remember, while we're in this moment, that this is what we're chasing, so we need to go over this speed bump. So I think everyone needs a mentor. My younger viewers out there.
Or at least an accountability partner, right? Someone you can talk to, like talk to my boy Josh, and we may be going through the same things, or it may be something similar, but we can talk about it, and I can understand where he's coming from, or he can understand where I'm coming from, and then it can help push you, help motivate you to continue.
What else you got for me?
That's really all I had, unless you want to talk about the big things. But,
what's the big things? The breakup. What you got for me?
You want it back? There's still hope.
What's the next question?
Next question, please. Did you listen to Take Care during the breakup?
Every breakup I've been through, I done put on Take Care since it came out.
Is it healthy for you, or is it not healthy?
Honestly, bro, Drake be speaking to the heart. You know what I mean?
But is it healthy for you?
I felt fine after. Yeah,
it helps.
Yeah, after my college breakup, I put on Marvin's Room for a little bit. I think we both know why.
Oh my God. This dude is funny, bro. Oh my God.
After this one, I had to listen to Hate Sleeping Alone. You know what I mean?
Dang, man.
So, but yeah, Swan staring you down, boy.
Heard about that Drake. He got CLB.
He probably does.
He's right there playing it. He's mesmerized.
Yeah, I can't wait for that to drop. But yeah, man, I think it helps.
Okay. I don't know. You're asking, does it help me?
Would it help you? Yeah. What do you think? You still play it? Who would have known a fitness channel going pop culture?
I can't tell you the last time I played Take Care.
I can.
I'm sure you can.
It played while I was in the shower the other week, and I was like, I was gonna skip it.
So what did you do, mister?
I was gonna skip it. And I was like, you know what? This kind of, it was headlines though.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah, man.
Do you feel that the breakup helped or hurt your journey in bodybuilding?
Ooh.
That's a tough question. You gotta be smart about that.
I think a little bit of both.
That's good. I can respect that.
Yeah, because like I said, when it happened, I had just started prep into my first show. I had no idea what to look for in a first show.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't working out great. But at the same time, going into that first show and knowing I had another one 4 weeks later, you don't realize how much time, being in a relationship can take. Not in a bad way or a good way, but you don't realize how much time being in a relationship can take until you actually have time to yourself.
So you were invested in this relationship.
Yeah, as you should be if you're going to be in one.
Okay.
But yeah, so going into that next show, I had all that time to focus on myself. So it was nice. It helped it and it hurt it.
Okay.
It really helped us when I went to Texas, though.
What do you mean by that?
Because I was...
Hit that Drewski on it.
I got to focus on myself,
That's cool.
And I was with the boys. Shout out to the
H-Town.
boys.
H-Town.
Well,
Shout out Raz. What's your other boy's name?
Seth.
Have I met Seth? I think
He's
I
my
did.
roommate. He might be home.
I don't know if I met Seth, but shout out Raz. Shout out Seth.
Marvel?
Star of the show. She's getting her own show called The Mighty Marvel.
The Mighty Marvel. Like Mighty Mouse. But, yep. We have relocated into the apartment. The camera died when we was out there. Chae was giving out his shout-outs, so we're going to let him finish his shout-outs and sign off.
First, shout out to Marvel. Yeah, put her back in there. This is Star. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for her YouTube channel coming soon. Also, shout out Raz. Shout out Seth. Shout out everybody that supports my guy here. You know what I mean? He's doing big things. I'm proud of him. You know what I mean? He said he taught me everything, but it's the other way around. You probably could sense that, but you ain't got to tell him that. You know what I mean? But I appreciate y'all having me on, and yeah, man, it's all love.
Yeah. So this is episode 7, I believe, of the Applying Pressure series. Drop a like, leave a comment down below. What all do you guys want to see in future videos? Any other topics I should discuss? I don't mind doing vlog style or more like, I kind of like this today. This was a different change of pace for me as well. I don't usually dive in too deep on things. So this was a good change of pace. I appreciate part 2. He said it. Part 2 coming after I get the pro card. When we can talk about the next prep.
We got other things to talk about.
But subscribe if you're not already. Hit that bell on the side to get notified every time I drop a video, or whenever you want to get notified. You can personalize that as well. Share with a friend if you enjoyed this video. Make sure you check out my other videos that I have throughout my journey and stuff like that. I do have videos from before quarantine, and then I took a little break, and then I got the videos now. And then check out the ColeTherapy Podcast. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like real quick.
See, I told y'all can see a little definition in there. So don't sleep on your boy.
He more cut up than me, I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, man.
I'm a little chunky again. This is what it looked like if it'll focus in on it. Camera about to die. There you go.
That's me, man. That's me.
I'll see you guys on the next video.
How you do it, bro? You do it like...
Yeah.
Get my form right.
Go ahead.